Shalom, what up? Welcome back. To read with SHILO. I feel like something's in there. Man. Anyway, welcome back to Read with SHILO. Where's the next episode, baby? We out here. I'm late. Once again, I'm late, but it's cold, man. It's cold. And I stay where it was warm in the bed. I was in that thing. Whoa. But man, we out here, man, with the next episode. Part 11. Part 11. This is part 11. Part 11. Shalom, everybody. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell your people, man, Shalom out here reading shit. And today, we're at part 11 of the book of PATRICE O'Neal, based on the philosophy of Black Phillips. The Sea of Pages that's brought to us by Mr. Khaled Izaac. The Sea of Pages, man. And what a sea it is. I had been reading choppy. I had been rowing choppy on the last couple of rowing sessions. I can't get right. But we maneuvering, man. We making way. We making headway. Rolling through that thing. Roll. Roll. Roll, 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 roll. So, but anyway, let's get ready to roll. Let's get ready to roll today as we pick back up where we left off. Men and women have different power. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Welcome. Yeah, we're going to pick up where we left off yesterday. Men and women have different power. But before we do that, man, we're going to do what we need to do. We're going to work our body, then work our mind, and then work our body again. That's going to be the routine. That's the routine, trying to build a better habit. Build better habits. And one of them is reading. Build a better habit. Build a better habit. And work out a little bit while I'm doing shit. Do something. Anyway, 25 somethings. You give me 25 somethings. Get off your lazy ass and give me 25 somethings, man. 25 somethings. Give me 25 somethings. Oh, what it is you gonna do, I don't know. I'm gonna hit these. I guess I'll work my shoulders today a little bit. 25. I'm gonna use the little one. Use the light one. I'm gonna use the light one, man. Head on that. We're gonna rock it out. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I might have to do 50, 6, 7. All I'm asking you to do is 25. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Come on. 15. Get your ass up. 16 and do something. 18, 19, 20. I'm about to your finish line. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, behind the head. 27, go behind the head, 28, 29, 30, 31. I can feel it when I stretch back like that. 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. That's what helped me when I got my boys on my back. 38, 39, 40, 10 more. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, come on. 49, one more. 50. We in that side. All I ask you to do is 25 of them. 25 somethings, whatever it is. You ain't have to do what I do. 25 somethings, man. You have to shake it off. 25 anything. Just something to get your body moving, man. Get your body moving. Do something. Do something. We work our body, Now it's time to work our mind. Ooh, let's get to reading, rowing through the sea of pages that Mr. Khaled Izaac has laid before us today in the book of Patrice O'Neal. Part 11. Part 11. Men and women have different powers. What kind of powers they got, Mr. Patrice? Because I don't know. Let's see. Men and women have different power. I've been in this business 16 years. That's my establishment. Now, when a woman walks in the door, she's already at my level, depending on how pretty she is. Patrice O'Neal. When it comes to power dynamics between men and women, beauty is a woman's greatest asset. A 19-year-old woman just by being attractive yields more social power than many accomplished men in their mid-30s. This is because sexual dynamics drive much of the world, and beauty is the ultimate shortcut. A beautiful woman, even with no real competence, can open doors and gain favors and manipulate situations just because men are drawn to her looks. Men are often blindsided by a woman's appearance. They'll excuse, tolerate, or even enable her bad behavior simply because they want to sleep with her. Beautiful women know this. They've learned how to use their looks to manipulate men and get what they want. However, it's important to realize that her power is superficial. It's rooted entirely in how she looks, and that power fades with time. A woman's beauty ages quickly, much like the value of a car, and diminishes as she gets older. As men, we often treat beauty as a rare gem and allowing ourselves to be manipulated by it. But it's time to be smarter. Women have perfected the art of using appearance to their advantage, and a woman's actions rather than her appearance are what truly reveal her character. Don't be fooled by her makeup, her social media image, or her sex appeal. These are tools she uses to strengthen her sexual strategy. Like a succubus. A man's power. A man's power is different. It's not tied to his appearance, but rather to his personality, his charm, creativity, money, dominance, and most importantly, his ability to walk away from any situation, including a woman. As men, we can increase our power. Excuse me. Let's see, how do I... Yeah, my bad. Can you hear me now? I hope you could hear my talk. Men, a man's power. A man's power is different. It's not tied to his appearance, but rather to his personality, his charm, creativity, money, dominance, and most importantly, his ability to walk away from any situation, including a woman. As men, we can increase our power. While women may be attracted to a man's looks, they care more about what he brings to the table, his confidence, his drive, his resources. For a man, his attractiveness is tied to his actions and the value he creates in the world. A woman's power. A woman's power, on the other hand, is deeply rooted in her beauty and sex appeal. Men are visual creatures. A woman's looks are powerful, like a drug, captivating and irresistible. A man might even find himself wanting to rescue a woman from a terrible situation if she's beautiful enough. You don't have to do this. No, she wants to do that. This is the spell beauty can cast on men. But just like any drug, over time, the effects wear off. Eventually, men become immune to it, and that's when the real value, personality, intelligence, and support needs to shine through. The unfortunate reality for women is that their power is often limited to their appearance. While a man can improve and enhance his power, a woman's physical attractiveness is mostly determined by genetics. If a woman is born beautiful, she doesn't need to work hard to sell herself. Her product, her beauty, already has inherent value. However, as the years go by, the power inevitably fades, and leaving her in need of something more substantial to maintain her influence. Women's power is in their pussy. Pussy is their weapon, and they know how to wield it. Your job is to not let it control you. Patrice O'Neal, they gonna sing that thing. You gotta know how to pair it. Block. No, pussy. Don't use your power on me. Don't let it hit you upside the head. Block, nigga. I can see in my mind is somebody in the boxing ring just sparring. He's gonna bust all upside the head. Block, nigga, block. Defend yourself. Ooh, that boy needs some training. Oh, shit. Sex is truly the female dominion of power. And it is in this relational battlefield that sex is constantly weaponized, dangled, implied, used as bait, and retracted to solidify and ensure your promise of commitment, guys. Many women are conscious of the power they have in simply saying, I'm not in the mood. When they are withholding sex as a mechanism to manipulate their man into bending to their will, naturally, this is the go-to nuclear option that women use to manipulate their partners. Since the dawn of time, women have used sex to get what they want from men. The power of pussy is real, and men have lost everything under the spell. Women control men with the possibility of sex. That's why it's in their interest to give deliberately mixed signals. You call them mixed signals when you're in denial about rejection. There's great power in this and even the potential for sex. Let me see if I can find this thing, man. Man, oh man. Man, oh man. What do you say? Since the dawn of time, women have used sex to get what they want from men. The power of pussy is real. Power of pussy is real. I'm looking for this verse right quick. About how men would do anything. Men have sailed the seas and robbed and killed, and will go to the in the lion's den. Man, while I'm looking, I'm gonna keep reading. I know that. Since the dawn of time, women have used sex to get what they want from men. The power of pussy is real. Men have lost everything under its spell. Many have erred for women, scripture in Apocrypha, Ecclesiasticus. Erred, not heard. E-R-R-E-D, erred. Ye, many have run out of their wits for women, yes. First Esdras. I thought so. All the way now. The book of First Esdras. The book of First Esdras, chapter 4, verse 26. Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sakes. I'm going to go up further. Chapter 4, verse 18. Yea, and if men have gathered together gold and silver, or any other goodly thing, do they not love a woman which is comely in favor and beauty? And letting all those things go, do they not gape, and even with open mouth fix their eyes fast on her? And have not all men more desire unto her than unto silver or gold or any goodly thing whatsoever? A man leaveth his own father that brought him up, and his own country, and cleaveth unto his wife. He sticketh not to spend his life with his wife, and remembereth neither father, nor mother, nor country. But this also ye must know, that women have dominion over you. Do ye not labor and toil, and give and bring all to the woman? Yea, a man taketh his sword, and goeth his way to rob and to steal, to sail upon the sea and upon rivers, and looketh upon a lion, and goeth in the darkness. And when he had stolen, spoiled, and robbed, he bringeth it to his love. Wherefore a man loveth his wife better than father or mother. Yea, many be that have run out of their wits for women, and become servants for their sakes. Many also have perished, have erred and sinned for women. And now do ye not believe me? Is it not King great in his power? Do not all regions fear to touch him? Let's stop there. Women, many have erred for women. Niggas do crazy stuff for women. Sit in your bushes. I always feel like somebody's watching me. For women. Oh, the power. The power of pussy is real. Women have lost everything under this. Men have lost everything under its spell. Women control men with the possibility of sex. That's why it's in her interest to give deliberately mixed signals. You call them mixed signals when you're in denial about rejection. There is great power in even the potential for sex. And as such, it is in a woman's interest to have men believe that they have a chance. For as long as they believe this, she exercises power over him. They know this is what drives us and use our own desire against us. They materialize the things that they want, i.e., dates, gifts, and time. They use it to their advantage by rationing, luring, and bargaining with it. Women weaponize their pussy. The expression, the power of pussy exists for a reason. The power of the P-U-S-S-Y. Oh me, oh my. You cannot deny what's between them thighs. It'll put you in a chokehold. Oh, yes, indeed. But sometimes you don't need air. It's pussy that you need. Oh, man. They use it to their advantage by rationing, luring, and bargaining with it. Women weaponize their pussy, and the expression, the power of pussy exists for a reason. The female instinct to try to exploit men for anything and everything that they can. If she is able, she'll unabashedly take full advantage of the opportunity to do so. And remember, gentlemen, a woman can only manipulate a man that allows her to. A man who can't be manipulated by the lust of a woman is one who she can't control. Block it. Pussy jutsu. Block it. Beware of the power of the pussy. It's made peasants out of once wealthy. Men have lost their lives over it. I'm going to put that in there. Let me write that in now. First Esdras 4. Mark that on the side. The whole chapter. First Esdras 4. 1 Esdras 4. At the beginning. 18 through 27. 18 through 27. The whole thing. Woman's power in their pussy. The whole thing. The whole thing is First Esdras. Beware the power of the pussy. It's made peasants out of once wealthy. Men have lost their lives over it. Never let this power control you. Be stronger than the pussy. Self-control is how you counter this power. Learn to control your lustful urges. For if you don't control your dick will control you. And that discipline or lack thereof it, that sounds like some scripture, or thereof, or lack thereof, it will make or break your life. Oh, yes, it will. Oh, yes, it will. Think with cold hard logic, utilizing facts and stacking observations. Don't think with your dick and make important life decisions based on arbitrary whims of lust. For when the hormones fade, reality will sink in and some consequences are irreversible. Women and rejection. Women and rejection. Girls cannot handle rejection at all. What? Not at all. Patrice on it. Women's egos are fragile, deeply tied to their self-worth, and they often operate in a way that shields them from the sting of the rejection. Unlike men, who are conditioned to face rejection head on, women avoid situations where they might be turned down, even if it's from a guy they genuinely like. Their defense mechanism kicks in, and instead of processing rejection, they dismiss the man entirely. When rejected, they'll say things like, he must be gay, or he probably has a small dick, to soothe their bruised egos. And women simply can't handle rejection the same way men do. Men, on the other hand, are used to rejection. It's an integral part of the dating game. We know that if we get rejected, it's a sign that we need to either improve ourselves or change our approach. But women, they often try to shame men into submission. If a guy doesn't find her attractive, he's suddenly fat phobic or colorist. Instead of competing and improving, many women want to create societal quotas to ensure that they get the attention that they feel entitled to. They expect men to come to them, thinking that they are owed something, and when they don't get it, what they want, they blame everything but themselves. Women don't deal with rejection on the same scale men do, especially not in the dating realm. Men hear no constantly, whether it's in a relationship, jobs, or everyday interactions. So we get used to it. Man, come on. Don't start tripping now. Women, on the other hand, have never built the thick skin required to handle it. They want them to put themselves in a position to hear no. That's why you'll never see a woman walk up to a man and say, "Hey, will you sleep with me?" The idea of facing outright rejection or hearing no, thank you, is painful for their egos to bear. It's too painful for their egos to bear. This imbalance creates an interesting dynamic in relationships, and women expect men to approach them, to change them, and to handle the rejection. Meanwhile, they get to stay in the safe zone, rarely stepping out of their comfort bubble. I like it in here. Birthday bubble, shit. Make them breathe this out with us. Come breathe this rejection out. Suck it in. You smell that? Rejection. Rejection make you cry sometimes. Rejection. Bust a bubble. Shit, get out that bubble. But most of all, rejection make you cry sometimes. Bust a damn bubble, shit. Fuck a bubble. Women, on the other hand, have never built the thick skin required to handle it. They won't put themselves in a position to hear no. That's why you'll never see a woman walk up to a man and say, "Hey, will you sleep with me?" The idea of facing outright rejection, of hearing no, thank you, it's too powerful for their egos to bear. And this imbalance creates an interesting dynamic in relationships. Women expect men to approach them, to chase them, and to handle the rejection. Meanwhile, they get to stay in the safe zone, rarely stepping out of their comfort bubble. Women have no skills or game to get a guy. Men are better than women in relationships because we have to work hard to get a woman. We have to say something she's never heard before. Be charming. Ooh, that's a hard one right now. Say something she's never heard before. Be charming. And a bit of an asshole. We have to be the best version of ourselves to get a woman. All they have to do to get a man is have their titties and ass out and wait. Sounds like walking down the host road, but the red light district. How can we not be better than them? Patrice O'Neal. As men, we've all had to bring our A game to get women. We've had to be clever, funny, confident. But women, they've never had to do any of that thing to get laid. A woman never has to charm her way into dick. She just has to exist. Her game is simply showing up and looking good. That's why women have zero skills when it comes to actually getting a guy. For them, the effort ends when they walk into the room. I'm here. Dick present itself. Women crazy. You ain't got to work for shit. Why let a man go stand outside like he say women do? All they need, he said, all they have to do to get a man is have their titties and ass out and wait. Man, it don't matter. I don't think it matter. I don't think it matter. It could be like say the same way they have the whole stroll. It could be, I don't think it'll ever be a nigga stroll, but a gigolo stroll. It'll never, I don't think it'll never be a gigolo stroll. You know, it'll never be where men is out there just meet out on the street, and you know women are gonna stop and pick them up. You know, the police gonna get called. I think the police gonna get called. They ain't gonna call the police on the women. There's a half-naked woman outside here. She just walking back and forth. She look good though, but you might need to come see her. They ain't gonna do that for the woman, you know, but for the man, let a man be out there. Let a man be out there just walking down the street, meat dangling, muscles, everything, you know. How women want, the police gonna get called. They're not bad. That boy ain't staying on the street long. Something wrong with that boy. That's what they're gonna think. Something wrong with that boy. Man. Take online dating, for example. Women complain about guys opening with hi or how are you? Yet, that's exactly what 9 out of 10 girls use when they message first. Meanwhile, men debate endlessly about the best lines, approaches, and strategies. Women, they just sit back, judge, and wait for men to perform. Women are conditioned by society, but to be acted upon rather than to act. They spend their entire lives waiting for a man to make the move, and their version of game is sending subtle signals and hoping the man picks up on them. That's it. When it comes down to it, their physical beauty is their game. Men, on the other hand, have to hustle. We learn how to navigate rejection. Smell that? Rejection. How to say the right things and how to keep the conversation going. Women don't have to figure anything out because they don't face the constant rejection that men do. Lesson 21. Women don't know how to flirt. Patrice. Hey, Phil. What's your issue? Phil. So I'm 29 and trying to figure out if I've got a future with this girl. I was at a bar with some friends went to take a piss, and when I came back, this chick kicked me in the ass, hard. I turned around and laughed, thinking it was cute, then walked away. She did it again, so I went over and gave her a painful spanking. She slapped me, and that was it. I just went back to the bar. What do you think? Patrice. She was definitely trying to get your attention, man. Was she hot? Phil. Yeah, she was. Patrice. That's the thing. Women have no game. She liked you, but didn't know how to show it, so she kicked you. Women always want to make it your fault for everything, even when it's good. She wanted your attention, and she got it. Phil. So, do you think I blew it by spanking her? Patrice. Nah, you didn't blow it, but you could have flipped it to make her feel a little dumb by kicking her. You could have said, if I kicked you like that to get your attention, I'd be in jail right now. That would have thrown her off and made her realize all she had to do was like you, and you'd be responsive. Phil. So I still have a chance? Patrice. Oh, you've got more than a chance. Next time, let her know you're in control. Don't make the first move. When she does her goofy kicky in the ass thing again, just say, all right, that was fun last week, but where's this going? What are we really doing? Trust me. That'll get her thinking. Phil, I'm just going to ignore her next time. Patrice, don't ignore her. Just don't give her all the attention. Make her earn it. All right, man, you've got this. Yeah, I probably would have ignored her too, man. You ain't going to be kicking me in my ass. Yeah, first of all, I wouldn't be that like that. I'm not going to be that like that for her to kick me in my ass. That's the first thing. This conversation highlights a crucial point about how men and women approach attraction differently. Women, as Patrice often emphasized, typically don't develop game the way men do. They rely on their looks to grab attention because society has conditioned them to believe that's enough. As a result, they may send clumsy or mixed signals like a girl kicking Phil. It's not that she wasn't interested. It's that she didn't know how to express it in a more straightforward or effective way. Men need to recognize that women are looking for a leader in these situations. They might not know how to show their interest, but they expect you to figure it out. So instead of overreacting or giving all your attention to a woman after one silly move, a man should assert control with confidence. This means interpret her actions, flipping the script and setting the tone. In Phil's case, Patrice suggested he could have turned the situation around by humorously pointing out the absurdity of her kicking him. This would not only have made her feel a little silly, but also shown that Phil wasn't going to bend over backward for her attention. This isn't about being dismissive. It's about maintaining control and not being overly eager. When a woman senses that a man isn't easily swayed by her antics, she values his attention more. Women respond to men who are comfortable with themselves, who can lead without being desperate or overly attentive. The key is to balance your interests with restraint, letting her work a bit to keep your attention. Patrice always emphasized that women are drawn to strength and confidence. By navigating these interactions with self-assurance, you make your value more your presence and respect. By navigating these interactions with self-assurance, you make her value your presence and respect the way you handle yourself. In essence, it's about guiding the interaction and staying in control, which ultimately makes you more attractive to her. Women and equality. If women really wanted equality, they'd be out there doing the dirty jobs too. But they don't see them lining up to be construction workers. Patrice O'Neal. When was this book written? Are they trying to be construction workers now? 2024. Women don't truly believe in equality. They just enjoy the perks of it when it works in their favor. And when they talk about equality, what they really mean is benefiting for the good parts without facing the tough responsibilities. For example, women want equal pay but prefer men who earn more and expect men to cover dates and expenses. They embrace inequality when it gives them an advantage, but reject it when it doesn't. Women talk about empowerment, but still blame men for their problems and rarely taking accountability. They expect men to raise to the higher standards, stepping up when there's danger and difficulty, while holding themselves to lower expectations. And this implies that deep down, they see themselves as unequal, needing men to take on the bigger burdens. Equality between men and women is a delusion. Society proves this with every relationship dynamic, expectation, and social standard. Women want the freedom to be like men until it's inconvenient. And then they fall back into the expecting to be treated as a woman. Men need to recognize that this equality is just an illusion and stop buying into it. Men and women are not equals. Let me change that word equal. and I'll give you a better one. You have your value, but equal isn't going to happen. Patrice O'Neal. Men and women are meant to be equals. They're complementary. Relationships thrive when both sexes bring their authentic traits to the table. Masculine energy, strength, decisiveness, leadership is different from the feminine energy, grace, nurturing, warmth. It's this contrast that makes interactions between the sexes fulfilling and attractive. A woman craves the masculinity she lacks, while a man desires the feminine qualities he doesn't possess. In relationships, women need to become someone worth committing to, and men need to be someone whose commitment is highly valued. Modern society, in its rush to prove that women can do everything men can, has diluted the unique strengths of each gender. No man wants a woman who tries to outman him, and no woman wants a man who's too soft. Equality is an illusion. There's natural hierarchy, and women occupy a different but valuable place in it. Stop trying to disrupt the order. Complementarity, there we go. Complementarity, not equality, is the key to balance. I've never heard that word, complementarity. The pursuit of equality leads to poor expressions on both sides of both masculine and femininity. Let's embrace what makes each gender unique instead. Men and women have never been equal. Women don't believe in equality. Just the idea of being inferior or second place to men offends their ego. Patrice O'Neal. Men and women hold equal importance in the world, but they have never been equal. For the relationship to truly function well, there must be a dynamic of dominance from the man. It's in the nature of things, and the notion of gender equality is a sentimental illusion with no grounding in reality. If men aren't even equal among themselves and women only desire the top tier men, how can there even be ever be equality between the sexes? Women seek equality, but their biology is fundamentally wired for submission. During sex, women submit by allowing someone into their bodies. They don't take, they receive. This is a natural order of things. And it's why nature designed men to conquer and women to yield. When a woman rejects her submissive role, it can unravel the very fabric of the relationship. There's no love or trust in constant power struggles, just ego and competition. Ultimately, a woman loves by submitting, while a man loves by committing. The idea of true gender equality is a romantic fantasy that falls apart when faced with reality. The only women who have experienced something close to equality are women whose society sees as ugly and unattractive. They are treated more like men, gaining value only by their personal achievements rather than their beauty. The truth is, equality among the sexes is an ideal that sounds good on paper, but in practice, it's a falsehood that ignores the natural roles where we were designed to play. Women need men to take care of them. Men take care of themselves. Men can live without women, but women can't live without men. Patrice O'Neal. Men and women are biologically and instinctively different. Women are naturally wired to depend on men, and whether they realize it or not, love is their primary focus. It's embedded in them. A woman's world revolves around a man because she thrives in the presence of one. Without a man, many women feel incomplete, which is why they are often consumed with finding Mr. Perfect. You don't hear men saying they're on the quest for Mrs. Perfect. The only true equality between men and women is reproduction. Beyond that, men and women are not the same. Men are self-reliant and independent, while women are emotionally dependent. Men are built to survive and thrive without relying on women, and women, on the other hand, have evolved to depend on men for security, stability, and survival, much like children depend on parents. They require male authority and guidance, first from their father and later from their husband to thrive. A woman without the nurturing of a strong masculine figure often drifts into chaos, becoming wrapped in promiscuity, emotional instability, and materialism. Without structure, women lose the stability they crave, and this can lead them to a place where they are not marriageable because they haven't been tamed by male oversight. Men, however, don't need women to function. Women bring passion, adventure, and chaos. But these are indulgences for men, not necessities. A man can live fully without a woman. Men cannot lean on women for strength or rely on them to take care of things. This weakens the man in the woman's eyes and strains the relationship. A man who expects a woman to be his pillar will lose her respect. And that disgust will eventually tear the relationship apart. A self-respecting man knows that he can only rely on himself and his close male friends and perhaps a higher power. For women, being loved and cared for by a man is fulfilling. They are naturally inclined to seek this. And this is why single women often feel unfulfilled, unstable, and desperate for male attention. Conversely, men find satisfaction in their hobbies, their accomplishment, and male friendships. Women need men to feel complete, while men can take or leave a relationship focusing on what they enjoy most. In essence, women are dependent on men for validation and fulfillment, while men primarily see women as a pleasurable indulgence. This imbalance makes women more selective, even though their need for men is greater. But men fueled by testosterone have a more immediate sexual drive, and still, emotionally indulging too much in a woman can weaken a man, just as overindulging in any vice can destroy him. Men don't need women to be happy. Women are simply something to enjoy in moderation. How much time I got? We'll stop there. We'll stop there. The next one will be women hate being in charge in a relationship. Women hate being in charge in a relationship. Oh, do they? We have rolled nicely, man. We are on We are on that page. We are on 233, which leaves us exactly 100 pages, man. We are 100 pages left to go because the book has 333 pages. We are on page 233. Man, I'm rolling through that thing. Episode 11 of the book of Patrice O'Neal, The Philosophy of Black Phillips, the sealed pages that is laid before us by Mr. Khaled Izaac. We have rolled our way through. I have rolled that thing. Rolling through today. And we're going to continue to roll through until we get to the destination. Till we get to X marks the spot, baby. And there's not that much left. There's not that much left. Man. I'm moving through this one. I think it's a large print. I think that's what it is. I think it's a large print that helps me to see, which allows me to be able to read it better. But all praises that we are moving along and continuing to build better habits. So we worked our body, worked our mind right there, man. Let's work our body one last time, man. 25 things. 25 things. Give me 25 things. Whatever it is. You do 25 things. I'm going to do 25 things. I'm doing 25 things. I ain't going to do 50. I might do 50. I might do 50 things, man. Let's go back. Start 25 things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Handle that plate of food. 8, 9. It's a heavy plate. Ooh, it's heavy, man. Got beans and rice on it. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ooh, 16. That whole 18. Ooh, wee. Here you go. Catch it. Come on, catch it. 20. Come on, get the thing. 21. 22. 23. 24. 25. Ooh, I ain't doing 50 of them. Not right now. I have to go fast. 25 worked it. Man, we out here. I'm out here, man. I'm out here doing our thing. Stay warm, everybody. Stay warm. It's cold out there. When it's cold outside, I put some clothes on. Because I guess it's common sense. Put socks on. Yeah. The book of Patrice on there. We moving, man. We are moving along. Moving along. One book at a time. I'm almost here already. I'm assassinating this thing. I'm gonna do that bubble. Breathe this rejection out. Smell like the whole milk. Rejection now smell like the whole milk. Ooh, you know. That's what it smells like over there. Rejection. Oh shit. Hey. One book at a time. One episode at a time. Hey. One page at a time. One paragraph at a time. One chapter at a time. Here a little and there a little. Till we find the treasures that are buried within the sea of pages, as well as till we find what we can learn and grow from in each of these books. What can we take from them? What can we use and apply to our lives to help us succeed? We have all that we need to succeed. We just need to learn how to use them. Use them more wisely. Stop making poor decisions. Be better us's. Be who we gonna be. I am that I am, my boy. I am that I am. I'm out here. That's what I am. I'm out here. But anyway, man. Hey, like, comment, subscribe. Tell your people, man. SHILO out here reading shit. Getting it done. SHILO hammer. Destroy the worlds. Burn down all the worlds that need to be burnt down. By reading. By doing my part in reading. Man, I'm out here. So, hey, like, comment, subscribe. Catch me on the next go round. Man, we'll see what's up. We're almost to 1,000 subscribers, everybody. And I appreciate everybody who's been helping me get there. We're almost to 1,000. Almost 900. We're going to see how it's going to go. We'll see how it's going to go. But anyway, shalom. I'm out here. Stay warm.